What is going on, everybody? What is happening? I am super excited for today. If you guys are unfamiliar with me, my name is Groce. I am a designer and your favorite design hype beast here on the internet, and I'm here with Anima to do some really great things with you guys, and I'm beyond excited to do that. Now, before we get into what exactly we're going to be talking about, what we're going to be getting into, I want to thank each and every one of you who are here with us on Facebook and YouTube and about to get some amazing value of what we're gonna get out of today. So while you guys let me know where you guys are chiming in from and all that good stuff, how your day is going, I will roll down for us what exactly we're gonna get into while we do that. So to begin, what we are going to get into is we are going to actually be recreating, not recreating, but let me just run down this. So, like as promised and as the title suggests, we are going to be running down creating a website from scratch in Adobe XD, and with the click of a button creating a live website. I'm super excited about that. So, this is what we're going to be creating today. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here so you guys can see on stream. This is what we're going to be recreating from scratch today. This is from one of my favorite games as a child, and I would love to know if you guys in the chat are Zelda fans. I'm such a huge one. And we're going to be recreating this from scratch, and then I'll show you guys in just a second. Just want to scroll through this in Adobe XD. We'll be making the mobile version, or the iPad version, and the mobile version, and then creating this beautiful beast as you guys see here. This is all with the click of a button done in Anima, and what we created, I'm just going to show you the sneak peek of the end result that we're going to be creating today, is this. Nice smooth animations. As we scroll down, we have our elements come in. Boom, just like this. So this is what we're gonna get out of today. This was all done in XD. There was nothing else outside of XD and Anima. So with that said, I'm gonna go look at the comments, see where you guys are calling in from, and any questions that you guys have really posed. I see some of you guys are interested in wanting to see the flow of how to actually utilize the platform like Adobe XD and Anima to create what you design straight from your artboards, a click of a button, and go straight to having that be a live site. So that's something that we're going to be talking today. You've come to the right place, and I'm beyond excited. So we have Adrian, we have Samia, Solomon in the chat. We have quite a few other people both here on Facebook and YouTube, and we're just going to get started, ladies and gentlemen. Adrian's asking how the code is looking. We can dive and ask some of our Anima team to explain some of that. However, I'm going to get into what we're here for, is the designing piece. So let's get started. I'm going to just open up a brand new artboard here on XD. Just going to move everything to the side. We're going to start on a brand blank canvas here. All right. Just hit A, and I am going to get my 1920 by 1080 artboard here. Guys, I just want to as we go, feel free to ask questions as we go. We do have a teammate here, Pablo, who's going to be answering your questions as we go along, as well as soon as I catch them, we're going to be going and answering those as well. So feel free at the end of this. We're going to try to spend 45 minutes designing, 30 to 45 minutes designing, and then a small Q&A around 15 to 20 minutes at the end. So feel free, we will be ask away all your questions. We will be getting to you guys as we go on. So with that said, let's actually begin. Let's get into this. All right, guys? Don't be afraid to ask any questions. So first off, I did this a little bit, we're gonna do this a little bit efficiently. So I already have, if you guys are not familiar with XD, I've saved all of my components in this bar here. So really, we're just gonna do some puzzle piecing here really quick so we can get to showing you how easy this is to make with Anima, okay? And then we'll get into the nitty gritty and show you how to recreate what it is that I've made and how you guys can do it too. All right, so let's begin. Let's pull some of our assets here from our library. We have our iPhones. We have our little fairies. Boom. I'm going to pull in our hero title here. And of course, guys, I will 100%, if some of your guys' questions are related to XD, we can definitely answer that. But I'm going to show you guys how simple it is to get your animations and all that good stuff in Anima as well. I really want to showcase that. So before we get into all of that, I'm gonna just pull all of my assets here onto the artboard. Boom, 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 boom. And I know I'm looking for my little scroll down asset here. And I need my Apple Store button. All right, cool. Just like this one. And the reason we're also showing you this is because all of the artboards that you have currently, all the other projects that you've done, you can, and if you've done them in Adobe XD, even if you're constantly updating your current website or whatnot, you're constantly having to use your artboards, design in there, and then talk to your developer and whatnot, and get them to just recreate what you've done in Adobe XD on your current website, where you can expand your platform, and your website and all that stuff within Anima, which is super simple. You don't have to have a developer or another individual to come in and recreate the work that you've already done, which is absolutely amazing. All right, so I'm just gonna scale this all the way down to here. I'm gonna turn my music back on because it ran out. All right, cool. I see we have some good questions coming in. We'll get into that just a little bit. All right, so we have our second section here. I'm going to pull in my assets. I'm gonna get my iPad mockups. And out of curiosity, how many people like Zelda in the chat here? I wanna see how many Zelda fans there are. I'm gonna pull in my Deku link, my scroll down asset. Just right here. Pull that into the artboard, and I'm gonna grab my title just like that. Pull that out into the artboard. All right, I'm gonna make sure that this background is actually sent to the background. Cool. I'm gonna bring this in just a little bit, just like that. Pull this down. Perfect. Let's see, we're going to pull this little guy over just a little bit. I wanna use some of my grids here. I'm out of curiosity, let's see. Adrian in the chat says he loves Zelda. Man, I'm a sucker for Zelda too. You know, I'm a big fan. The last one that I played was literally the Majora's Mask, to be honest with you. Or no, Twilight Princess. And while that, I just feel so old, like that dated me a little bit. I've yet to play any of the recent ones. What is it, Breath of the Wild? I've only played up until Twilight. Let's see. Yeah, hey, Paulavi, how you doing? Yes, exactly what your question is. Anima is 100% a plugin in Adobe XD. For those of you guys who are popping in and not entirely sure what Anima is, we're in Adobe XD and it's just a plugin. So if you go to, I'm on PC. So if you go on PC and you go to your plugins and you go to discover plugins, you can just do a simple search. I thought they would be on the first page because Anima is just amazing. All you got to do is type in Anima in the plugins here. Boom, it's right there, and hit download. Super simple. Okay. Good question. All right. Next, what we are going to do is, let's see. Boom. Continuing pulling in some of our assets here. Go back to my layers here, or my library. I'm gonna grab my Majora's Mask here. John Lee said, "You don't look that old." I appreciate it, my friend. Yes, we're not that old, but I did kind of date myself just a little bit. I don't know. Twilight is, what is it? The Twilight Princess is kind of old. All right, I'm gonna pull in my titles here. And guys, I see my camera just froze a little bit, but it's okay. We're just that good looking, the camera just paused. But when we get back to my original thing, we're focusing on the design right now. So we'll fix that when we get to it. I'm gonna pull in my potions here. There we go. What else do we need? But there's definitely something we're missing. Or maybe that's it. Yeah, and then we are going to grab my scroll down thing here. Pull this baby in. Again, using my grids here. I just want to keep everything inside, except for certain things. Got you. We got some questions being answered. Our man Pablo is coming in to the rescue as I'm trying to do 3 things at once. I appreciate you, Pablo. All right, so we're halfway there. We have all of our sections pretty much. And again, guys, if you are curious to, even after we show you how the Anima piece is done, we can show you how this was actually broken down design-wise. But let's get into the actual meat of this first and get that over and done with, because that's what you guys came here for. All right, so next, this last piece, I'm gonna grab my title here. Boom. I'm gonna grab my App Store just like that, and I'm going to grab. Nope, that's the background. No, I think that's it. Zelda. That's it. Boom. Just like that. Maybe I can put that right there. I'm gonna change it up from the original design. Okay. So far, I see a little space here. I don't like that when I zoom out. But so far, I dig with what we have. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull this out into a new file, because what's gonna happen is these are all components, and I've already set them up to actually animate since they are components. Like if I go into here and I actually go to my plugins, let's see, I'm like 100% sure it has, like if I go to the original, actually no, okay, I think we can do it. All right, perfect. So this is what we're gonna do. And I see a question in the chat. Muhammad, you're asking what grid settings I'm using. I'm literally using just the default to answer that question. All right, so let's check this out. So all we need to do is go to preview in browser. Wait like 5 seconds as it's uploading, building, doing all that good stuff. We have some team Adobe and other platforms in the chat. I dig it. We got quite a diverse crowd here. I'm gonna just go and push this to preview one more time because I just made a change. I don't want any of that white in the background here. All right, I'm gonna just open it up. It's gonna pull up an Anima browser just like this. And this is what we have so far. And see, this is actually, it started animating like I mentioned before, guys. Reason being is because the components I've already animated in this, okay? But you see how simple that was? Literally, I just brought in my assets. I already had some animations on the designs, but we're not gonna stop there. I'm gonna actually undo everything so I can show you exactly what I did to get there. So let's do that. But as you guys can see, like imagine you already had a design, and I'm gonna sync this to project. So this is the back end of Anima, okay? When we go and have the, actually let me see something really quick. Because I'm actually gonna delete both of these very quickly. Whoops, go back. I'm actually gonna do a new project. So I'm gonna cancel. What I'm gonna do is, because these were some projects I was working in earlier, I'm gonna go to new project and do Anima live stream. V1, select workspace. I'm gonna click personal and create. And I'm just gonna select this one. Set as home, preview in browser. All right, now we'll wait. Yep, Muhammad, it was all done. It's really that simple. You click a button and it's all like just not explodes, but it does everything behind the scenes. It's that simple. So if you already have designs and you're waiting for a developer to help you out with that, you don't need to wait. You literally can just use Anima today and have something built. So I'm gonna refresh this. I wanna check a few things. Okay, animation's still there. I'm gonna sync this to a project. Boom. Okay, so this is what we have. And all we have to do, I want to show you guys the back end very quickly. I can go to share, this share icon here. I can have either share a private link, or I can enable a public link, which I can even share with you guys to check this out. I just copy this link, put it in my browser, and here it is. It's done, but I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna break down how and why it looks this way in just a second, because I know a lot of you guys have a lot of questions right now, and we're gonna get to that. All right, so let's back up. So I just wanted to show you how simple and easy that was. I kind of want to fix my camera because I feel like I'm looking stale. But let me know in the chat, guys, put +1 for how excited you guys are to learn about Anima. I would love to see how excited you guys are, because I think this is just an amazing tool, and how easy it is to actually implement is amazing. All right, so now let's break down how this is done. I'm gonna ungroup all of my components here just so we can talk through. Oh, what happened? Oops. Wrong one, guys. Okay, so we are going to go to the one that we just did in a few seconds here. And I'm just gonna ungroup all my components here just so I can show you guys how complex we can get with this. John Lee, we have 1 + 1. How many other +1s do we have, guys? One more +1. Hey, there we go. Yes. Yes, that's what I like to see. All right, let's continue. So I'm ungrouping everything here because I want to show you guys how complex and really what we can do with this. Now, some of you guys might have this question where, you can also put links in here as well. So it not only, put the design in here, but I can actually make links. I can do anchor links. I can do whatever I really want. It's just that powerful of a tool. So let me go and finish ungrouping all this stuff. I'm gonna pull this back up because I feel like it feels a little bit better up there. We have so many Lucky boy just went insane with the +1s. Much love, my friend. Appreciate the support. And you guys are gonna get a lot out of this. All right, so let's begin with this. Okay, so remember this animation here. Actually, I'm not sure if I did it here, but these little sliding animations and how these slowly come in. I'm gonna explain to you how I do that. So all these elements here, I'm gonna ungroup that as well. All I have to do is click, and in my Anima plugin here, I have it open. All I need to do is click on entrance animation, and it has a whole bunch of presets for me. And the thing is you're not stuck with this. If you know just a smidget of HTML or CSS, you can, CSS in this case, you can create your own CSS transitions. Or if you don't want to take up that, you don't want to learn code, or you just want an easy way into this, Anima's got your back. So all you got to do is hit move in right. This checkbox is really important. Begin on scroll into screen. And we can set the delay and the duration. So we're gonna sit with 0.2 for right now. And I'm just gonna do a little cascading animation here. Hey Daniel, welcome. We're so excited to have you. We're doing a lot of amazing things here in Anima today. So what we're gonna do here, actually, I'm gonna do a little something here. I'm going to switch my camera just really quick, just so you guys don't have to. I know my face is beautiful, but let me go ahead and switch this so we don't freeze here. Give me about 2 seconds, and we should be good. Thank you guys for your patience, and thank you guys again for coming out. It looks like, yeah. Okay, there we go. We're back in action. All right. So, let me see. Let me know if you guys can see my face in the chat. If not, totally cool, but we're gonna continue. Or not my face in the chat, but if you guys can see my face in the video, we shouldn't be lagging now. Okay. Awesome. All right, so let's get back to what we were doing. So we have move in right. Again, the previous title was, the duration was 0.3. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna do 0.4. We want that cascading animation. Again, click on begin on scroll, and we're just gonna do that for everything. Entrance animation, cascading 0.5. We're gonna make sure that it's moving right. One more time. Entrance, move right. I think it was 0.6 or 0.5 prior. Okay. Next, we are going to do our download app store. We're gonna do, so we already have some stuff here. I have a hover effect. I'm actually gonna take this off. And we have our entrance animation. So this, the duration we have at 0.6. Save that. I'm gonna make sure that I have everything cascading. So this is 0.5, dismiss. What was this? 0.4. 0.6, and I believe this was 0.6. So I'm gonna do 0.7. Begin on scroll, and I'm gonna do the same thing here. So I'm gonna do entrance animation, 0.2, move right. And I'm gonna make sure that I also selected move right for everything. Boom, move right, boom, move right. And I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna bring it in, okay? I'm bringing it in from the left, or the right, but it's gonna move left. Let's see. Looking at the chat, looking at. Okay, good. You guys got my camera. All right, awesome. So now we're gonna do some animations with our little fairies here. We're gonna do something a little custom. So we're gonna do entrance animation. We're gonna do move in, move left, and we're gonna do 0.4. Begin on scroll, and we're gonna just have these fairies just like pop up. So, boom. All I want is it to fade in. We're gonna do 0.5, and we're gonna do 0.6. Again, scroll. This is not necessarily on scroll, but I'm just trying to. Some of you guys might be asking that question, you know. All right, let's see. Let's check this out. So I'm gonna preview, see what's going on here. I'm gonna open this baby up. I'm gonna make sure we sync this. Ooh, we already saw it just a little bit. All right. So I sunk it to a project, or our project. And again, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna close these out. I'm gonna go to our link here, paste. And let's see, let's just refresh that. There we go. So very quick animations, things just come in very quickly. Now we can just start, like once we get stuff in, this is where we can play, all right? So now we can extend our animation, start playing here. And this is the fun part. We're still designing, and it's just like we don't have to leave our favorite platforms. We don't have to leave XD to play around, see the animations, talk to a developer. This is awesome. Now, I want to pause, quick second. There's a lot of things happening in the chat. Pablo's doing an awesome job answering the questions. Thank you, Pablo. But I want to see if there's anything just really quick. If there's anything that I can answer. I think Pablo, you're good. You just kill. You just keyboard warrior. I love it. Well, in the good sense, in that you're fast with the keyboard. Okay, so let's get back in here and let's start playing around with some of these timings here. So all I have to do is go back in, and I really want this to like. Let's do 0.9, or let's do 0.8. Let's play with some of this. Let's really delay some of this. I'm gonna do 1, and I'm gonna do 0.5 for this. 1.2, possibly. All right. And let's see, preview in browser. This is literally no different than the workflow I do in Adobe XD. I literally design something, I prototype something, and then I hit the play button in Adobe XD to preview what I've made. It's literally no different. This is just, instead of previewing in Adobe XD, you're previewing in Anima, but the live thing. Okay, so I just synced it to project. Now if I reset here on the URL, it should actually, there we go. That was a little bit better. I'm gonna reset here. Oh, guys, can we get some +1s in the chat for this is absolute fire. This is deliciousness at its best. It is having me out here just amazed, smirking, and just knowing that yes, let's get some claps in the chat, guys. This is really great. If you guys have not used this plugin, I highly recommend you download it like immediately, because this will change the game, not only for you as a designer. Well, yeah, it will change the game for you as a designer. It will change the way that you do work with your clients. It will change the way that you are of value to your team at work, because now you're not just a designer, you can do some front end things as well. I gotta reset. I just gotta reset this again because it was just, it was so good. All right, cool. Now let's play a little bit more. Let's see what we can do with our little fairy friends. Okay, and you guys can get really creative. You don't have to stick with what am I saying here? You don't have to stick with the CSS presets that these, the Anima team has. You can put your own CSS you are familiar with. It's dope. Like, you can, as creative as you want to be, you can create your own CSS transitions, animations, or use what they have in stock. So, all right, let's get this fade in. Hold up, let me see. I want my, let's see, what should we have the fairies do? And guys, I'm very much about comment collaboration. If you guys want to see something that we're actually working, that, while I'm working, you're like, what about this? What about that? I want to see this. Let's try this. Ask away. This is not just about presenting how amazing Anima is. I want you guys to ask your questions so we can actually implement in stream the questions that you have. So let's go ahead and do that. Again, I've been using my camera a lot today, so it's overheated again. All right, give me a second, guys. But you guys are amazing, chat. I'm glad that you guys are really enjoying what you guys are seeing. There's a lot that I hope you guys learn and actually apply after seeing this session. All right, let us continue. Okay. So we have our little fade in thing here, right? No, we don't want to fade in. We want to move right. Let's see. And I think what we can do, yeah, we're just gonna do that. And we're gonna move our little buddy here. We want him to move left. And I kind of want him to come in a little bit more. It says 25 pixels. I want him to come off of screen. So I'm gonna say like 100 pixels. I'm gonna see what this does. All right, let's just see what this does. I'm gonna save it real quick. Preview in browser. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's sync to project. And as it's syncing, we're just gonna hop over to the URL really quick as it updates. And I'm gonna refresh our URL here. Ooh. Ooh, see, he comes out, the fairy's like, look, listen, this is beyond fire, this is awesome. Let me come and see this application, you guys. So this is what we have so far. And again, you can constantly just play with this. I'm gonna try the same thing with this fairy here. So we're gonna go back, we're gonna go edit. We're gonna go to our little translation thing here. We're gonna do like, let's do 75. Save, preview. Taking a look at the chat. The font does not appear in my browser. My friend, actually Pablo, I think you can answer that one. Let's see, we're gonna open, boom. Here we go, sync project. All right, let's see. We are going to, so we've sunk it. We're gonna refresh. Let's see what our fairy friend does. Okay, nicely moves into place. So guys, this is, you can make it as complex or really any way you want. We still have our links here. Let's see, cool. All right, so now we still have our little, let's talk about how I did this, all right? Let's break that down. So I'm gonna go back to XD, I'm gonna close that out. Now let me show you what happened here. So I really strongly want to start doing the animated thing to this thing here, but let's talk about this. Okay. I wonder what happens if I do this. I just want to see something really quick. This is we'll see, guys. We'll see what happens. But what I've done here is pretty simple. I've added a delay, and I've also done this begin on scroll. It was super simple. All I did was click move right. Wait, I clicked move left, and yeah, so it just puts in the CSS. We have that 0.5 delay, so when we are scrolling, the website will pause for 0.5, not 0.5 seconds, but I think it's like half a second, and the duration of the animation is a second, 1.2 seconds. So that's how that's done. Everything that you saw up top here that we did together, I literally just did going down the page, and that's how simple it is. I'm reading some of the comments, you guys. Yes, Anima is 100% free, 100% free. Now my camera really doesn't like me today, guys. It's just, I think what's happening is we are just doing such fire work here on Anima that the camera's just like, I can't take it. But we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna keep doing our thing and keep going. Guys, keep asking really good questions. I love it. Pablo loves it. We're doing some good things here. All right. So I want to do something with this little fairy here. I want to add a little animation here. I want him to come in from the right. I want him to fly in, okay? So I'm gonna do, again, -50 pixels. We're gonna do like a delay of 0.5 seconds and begin on scroll. 1 second duration, delay 0.5, save. Also want to see in comparison to what we have here. Okay, cool. Dun, dun. I'm gonna come here as well. I'm gonna do enter animation. I want it to move, I think I want it to move down. Let's see if I can actually customize this. So instead of translating to go down, I'm gonna do -25 here. Boom, boom, boom. Begin on scroll, and I'm gonna do a point. We're just gonna try this. Not entirely sure how this is gonna work, but this is why, this is the designer's process. Boom, preview in browser. And Godwin, my friend, asking good questions. This is for all design platforms. Pablo, you can say the particular ones that Anima is for. Right now, we're just talking about Adobe XD and its compatibility. Also, I didn't say this. Anima is compatible with the auto animate that XD has, which is absolutely awesome, which makes animating even that much easier. So I'm showing you how to animate specifically through the Anima plugin through Adobe XD, but we can also, if we wanted to do another type of project, you could actually utilize auto animate, the animations that you set up in Adobe XD, and transfer that to your real Anima live site as well. And we might have time to show that as well today too, but let's check this out. Okay, I'm bringing this to the screen here. I'm gonna sync to project. Yep, Avishai's got it. All right, so we're gonna go here, boom, take our public link, enter. Ooh, why was that so smooth, guys? Delicious, we got that. Yes, there we go. Scrolling down, we got a nice little fairy coming in. And we can just guys, we can do this forever. So I would love to know how many in the chat just have like ideas or rolling and you're drooling. Put +2 in the chat to let us know how you're feeling about that. And everything that you guys are seeing. Let us know. All right, quick second here. I'm gonna take a sip of water. I'm getting really excited, guys. So let me just quench my thirst here real quick, and then we'll get right back in. All right, let's begin. Okay, guys. Now, what we're gonna go ahead and do is, I want to hear some of your guys' thoughts. What do you guys want to see? Because I can continue to try some nuances that I haven't really done just yet. Like, for example, what we could do here, and this would actually be really interesting. If I wanted to, for example, have these bits have a hover effect. Let's actually do this because we haven't done this. So on hover, I want to just have it scale, okay? Hit save. I'm going to do the same thing for all of these. And also, if you guys don't see over on our left-hand panel, these are actually all the things that you can do. For example, actually, let's do this first, and then I'll show you guys some specific things. We're going as we go along, okay? Let's do. So we have. Let me dismiss this really quick. Let me do grow, save. Yes, Paulavi, that's a good, we'll definitely get to that. Tazo, John Lee, thank you guys so much for being amazing. Everybody for being such an amazing audience. I really appreciate this. We still have 30 minutes to go, so we have a lot of examples we can do here. Okay? All right, let's do, I've done some changes. I just want to make sure I've done everything. We have, we forgot this hover effect. Let's do grow, boom. All right. And I also can control the actual size of the grow. There was if you guys saw the CSS, it actually had, really you can control everything. So it's not just presets. You can control the values, everything within Anima. All right, let's see this. Dun, dun. Oh, we already have our URL up. So I'm gonna close that. I already synced, perfect. I'm gonna scroll back up. Whoop. Let me go back up. Our animation's working there. Boom, boom, boom. We have to add an animation to him. Now let's check this out. This is actually, let's do this. Let's go back, boom. I am actually really curious. Let's do this instead. I want him to hover. Boom. Grow. Save. That should definitely work. Actually, unless he doesn't have a... Let me ungroup him really quick, because he has an entrance animation, and... Actually, let's do it to our little fairies here. Or let's do it to him. He has an entrance animation, but I'm going to remove that. Do our little hover animation here. We're going to do grow, save, and let's preview in browser, guys. Alexander, that is an amazing question. Pablo, can you answer that question about the JavaScript code for the one component? I don't want to answer anything that I technically don't have knowledge on, but in regards to CSS, really I can open any elements that I have designed and input some sort of custom code or CSS. So for example, our little Deku guy here, perfect. And we can do some small examples here too, guys. So one thing I can show you guys here, and there's a few things that you can do. So you can actually make responsive websites as well. As you guys can see, what will happen is all I have to do is select all of these. Like for example, I'm just gonna close all of those breakpoints. if I wanted to say, okay, Anima, this is our desktop, this is our iPad, and then this is our mobile phone. It's really simple to do. All I have to do is select all of my artboards here, go to breakpoints, and it recognizes what I select. So I go 1, and it already sees like all of my artboards. So it goes 1, 2, 3. All I have to do is select all of the artboards for the correct breakpoints, and I can set as home as if I want. Now I can preview in browser, and what it will do waiting. So as we're waiting, it's putting together everything from the desktop, the mobile, and the tablet all together as a responsive piece. All right, so as we wait, all right, let's go ahead and open this baby. All right, let us open. Boom. Oops. All right, let's sync to project. Now, I want you guys, okay, so I kind of added like a whole bunch of, I've added like the desktop we had before and like the desktop that we worked on together, so I had to figure out which one is which. Okay, this is 1 second ago, 1 second ago, 1 second ago. So this is our 120 by 1080. What I'm going to do, and guys, this was the older project that I did, so it's not as refined as what we're working on right now. But let me go back really quick. I'm gonna go to, actually, I think this already should be up. I'm gonna close all these really quick. I'm going to refresh this. And so what will happen, as soon as I pull this down and bring it to the sizes that I created. So for example, this is actually the iPad version that I created. And again, here's the thing. With the breakpoints that you create, you have to create the specific, and this is something that Anima and our team is working on, in bettering the responsivity of these websites. But as it is right now, it does an amazing job. Really, just from what you have your artboards as, creating the website that you've designed in your artboards to be a live breathing site online with the breakpoints that you've created. So for example, I have a really big gap right now, and if I wanted another portion that when we crop the window in just a little bit, we want to make sure that we keep those breakpoints in mind as well. But I know that our team is definitely making it so we have to not create so many artboards and just make the responsivity super seamless, so we don't have to create too many artboards. So with that in mind, let's actually start taking a look at auto animate. So for example, or actually I want to show you guys something else before we get into that, which is just some of the smaller things that I think are really important, because this is just a page. Some of you guys might be asking questions of, what if I want links? What about anchor links? What if there's a menu? How does that work? So let's go ahead and answer some of those questions. So I'm just gonna put example menu 1. Perfect. And I'm just gonna line this up here. I'm gonna do just a quick repeat grid. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 menu items. I'm gonna ungroup those. Actually, I'm gonna undo that because I want to do about. Let's see. I'm gonna just make a tell me more by the app. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna ungroup the repeat grid here, and I think this is a perfectly fine area for the menu, at least for right now. I'm just gonna up the size of this, or of all of these. Boom. There we go. Distribute these evenly. And all I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna click the about. Let's say what I want it to link to is I just go click link. I'm gonna go to anchor link and I'm going to bring it down to here. So all I have to do is just select what element that I want it to pull down to, and we can see on the left that it's actually changing the destination. So select type, anchor link, destination, download it today. And all I have to hit is done. Same thing, tell me more. I'm gonna just scroll down to here. I'm gonna make sure I hit this link, anchor link. I can then click this, all your favorite potions, hit done. And I'm gonna take my last buy the app and do the same thing. Boom, anchor link, just scroll down to my destination. Ta-da, and done. All right. Preview in browser. Okay. Sync project. All right. Now I forgot which artboard we were working on. This was the issue with, like, what's it called? I try to keep my things separate, but I put some of my old work. I put some of this work in the project that we're working on the live stream. So, but we'll figure it out. Let me go back here. Dun, dun. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yeah, here we go. So if I click about, uh-oh, what happened? I bet I know what happened. Hold on, guys. Boom, anchor link. First off, what I'm gonna do very quickly, I'm going to just delete some of these things in here, just so I don't get confused. I don't want to delete that one. There we go. Thank you. All right, cool. So I think I accidentally did, I'm pretty sure I know what I did. We're gonna click about, we're gonna do our anchor link, download it. We're gonna delete this. We're gonna just redo. We're gonna just start with one. Boom, about, link, anchor, destination. Let's just bring them down here. Download today. Boom, done. All right. Preview in browser. Let's check it, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Sync. This music is so nice, guys. This is like, I don't know, it just really has me dancing. I want to go to actual URL real quick. I could do it in here. I could check it out, but for some reason I always like going to like the site that it made. Alright, let's check this. Actually, that's really interesting. I wonder why. Huh. There we go. I was like, what's happened? I know this worked yesterday. There we go. Nice. So we have one anchor link. Perfectly done. Now we're just going to add the rest of them. Boom. I'm going to hit link, anchor, and select what we want. Section 2 or group 2. Boom. Done. And by app. Okay. Link, anchor, and make sure we bring it down here. Done. All right, we're gonna open this. Sync. All right, I'm gonna close this because I already got this one. All right, we're gonna go to the top real quick. Tell me more. Boom. There we go. So now our anchor links are working. See, I knew I did something wrong. All right, let's see. We're gonna get that last one. I think I already did it. Boom, boom. All right, guys, and we also have about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna do this one anchor link, and then I want to switch to Q&A. I know, Pablo, you have really been getting in there with a lot of the questions, but I also want some time to either answer some maybe possibly Adobe questions, but also more importantly, Anima. So let's open this one more time. Waiting. All right, let's see, a couple more seconds here. All right, there we go. So I'm just gonna show you guys, because I kept doing the URL opening that. You don't have to do that. You can do everything from here. As soon as you hit open, you can see all the animations, you can see everything that you've put together. But really quick, we're just gonna click buy the app, and there you go. That is our third and final showcase. So far, let's recap, guys, because there's some people that have been in and out of the chat, and after we go through the recap, we can get into some Q&A. How's that sound? +1 in the chat if that's how you guys are feeling. Tozo, I'm glad you're enjoying the session. We're gonna have tons more of these, and hopefully smaller segments. Everybody just put +1 in the chat so we have more of these. So we can have more exciting and dynamic things to go over, and we have a lot to share. This is an ever-growing platform, and it's growing every day. We have an amazing team behind it. So I almost forgot what we were about to do. Okay, so for those of you guys who were not here from the beginning, it's super simple how Anima works. All right, let me just fix my my orientation here. Okay, cool. So what we've done, and all literally we've done, is we've designed something from scratch in XD, and now all we want to do is basically make this a website. All you have to do is click preview in browser. First off, if you don't know how to download Anima, it's super simple. If you're using Adobe XD, go to plugins, and it's free. Plugins, discover plugins, go to the search, type in Anima, hit enter, and it's right here. All you got to do is download it. It's great. And let's call it. So what we've done is we've animated each one of these elements. So if I go back to my plugins, Anima, we have many things that we can do here. And I don't want to just showcase what I've done today. Like, for example, if I decided to just have a square, and let's say I wanted to create, for whatever reason, I wanted to put a GIF here. I could just go to the internet, and then we'll do this live. And this is where things get really interesting, and this is how creative you can get. So if I just go, I'm gonna pull this I'm gonna go to Giphy very quickly. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to try to find a GIF really quickly. So for whatever intents and purposes, if I just wanted to put a GIF in here and I wanted it just to autoplay, loop, no controls, and fill the shape, I can hit save. It won't show in XD, but once I go to preview browser, and you can also use transparent GIFs as well, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to use exactly things with backgrounds. So for example, this is what we have. So this is a GIF. I chose the the quickest one I could find, but you can do, and this is it's just there, which is awesome. So I can actually be really creative with it. So if I found for example, let's do, I want to type in transparent really quick. So if I wanted to grab something like this, for example, right? I'm gonna copy it, just copy it to my clipboard. I'm gonna minimize that. I'm gonna come in here, edit, and this is more than GIFs. It's GIFs, video, Lottie animations, which is really, really important. in advance for those of you guys who are at that level. You can have embedded code and forms and text inputs. There's so much more that we just didn't cover here today. I just wanted to show you guys something simple, and we're gonna have plenty of moments together where we can really go do different projects and show you guys what exactly is capable with Anima. All right, let me see. Preview in browser. Also want to be cognizant of time. We have 5 more minutes. All right, let's see. I'm gonna show you this one last thing. Whoops, apologize. Accidentally grabbed the wrong screen. All right, we're gonna open this up. All right, and this outline, guys, this is only because of the GIF that I chose. This has nothing to do with Anima, but I have done this with my own website as well, actually trying this and putting GIFs and building my own animation course with Anima, so I know the power of it. So you can do anything, just obviously make sure you use the GIFs that you're using. They don't have outlines, so this is pretty powerful, guys. All right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and delete this. I'm gonna go ahead and return to chat because we are closing out here, and I do want to be respectful of everyone's time, so I'm just gonna switch it up here. All right, so I'm gonna take a look at the chat very quickly and see what we have. So, can you do a session with Lottie animation in the workflow between Anima and AE? I think that's definitely something that we can definitely do. We would have to, Avi, Pablo, I think that might be something we might want to talk about. There's definitely a lot of potential. We would have a million videos. There's so much potential with Anima. It's all dependent on your creativity. I'm excited about it. I'm glad you guys are excited about it. And as you guys have more ideas and you want to see more, just ask more of us. We would be more than happy to create tutorials, create live streams like this, so on and so forth. Let's see. Taking a look at the chat. Paula V put a +1 in there. Tazo still loving the background music. John Lee loving the background music. Let's see. All right, cool. All right, guys, I want to take this 5 minutes. There's still quite a bit of amount of people in here. I want you guys to take this time to ask questions. I know Pablo has really been, killing it with asking all the questions, but let's take this time to ask any final questions you may have. I also want to take a look at Facebook as well and just make sure that there's no questions over there. I know, Pablo, you have been our man over there tackling that as well, so I appreciate you. Much love, John Lee. All right, guys, so I guess that's it. We're 3 minutes. I might do a little bit more. Let's utilize some of these 3 minutes. I'll show you guys some amazing things, actually. Whoops, wrong button, guys, apologize. Good that I'm on studio mode. So let me go back on sharing my screen. Oh wait, some people have questions. Alex, let's see, let me scroll up. Let's see. Are there any other questions we may not have answered? Avi and Pablo have been attacking the questions in a good way, obviously. All right, so we're looking good, guys. All right, so I'm just gonna outro here and close out. All right. So guys, we really appreciate all of you coming out, joining us, and taking this is the first Anima live stream where we've done some really live producing of a project. So with that said, we would always love your feedback. Message us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Let us know your feedback. What do you want to see more of? Give us feedback on the platform as well. Download it today. It's 100% free. And yeah, so with that said, guys, if you guys are not familiar with me, my name is Brandon Groce. I do tons of tutorials as well. On top of what we went over today, Adobe XD and Anima, I create tutorials on a weekly basis for these platforms to show you guys how to become better designers quicker and get paid like you should. So with that said, guys, that is it for today. I'm gonna take one last look for questions, make sure Alex was answered. So with that said, guys, I just want to appreciate you for all your time, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have a great day and have a great weekend. All right, guys, peace.
Meet Anima for Adobe XD. By using Anima, teams can create high-fidelity prototypes in XD and convert designs into code automatically. How does it work? Easy. After designing in XD, start prototyping with Anima. Add behavior like live text inputs, videos, GIF, or Lottie. You can even embed code in your design, such as maps or a real chat. Use breakpoints to display perfectly on all screen sizes. Next, bring in your team. Ready for the best part? Get HTML and CSS with a single click. Invite your engineering team for them to stay in control. Download Anima for XD today at animaapp.com. Meet Anima for Adobe XD. By using Anima, teams can create high-fidelity prototypes in XD and convert designs into code automatically. How does it work? Easy. After designing in XD, start prototyping with Anima. Add behavior like live text inputs, videos, GIF, or Lottie. You can even embed code in your design, such as maps or a real chat. Use breakpoints to display perfectly on all screen sizes. Next, bring in your team. Ready for the best part? Get HTML and CSS with a single click. Invite your engineering team for them to stay in control. Download Anima for XD today at animaapp.com. Meet Anima for Adobe XD. By using Anima, teams can create high-fidelity prototypes in XD and convert designs into code automatically. How does it work? Easy. After designing in XD, start prototyping with Anima. Add behavior like live text inputs, videos, GIF, or Lottie. You can even embed code in your design, such as maps or a real chat. Use breakpoints to display perfectly on all screen sizes. Next, bring in your team. Ready for the best part? Get HTML and CSS with a single click. Invite your engineering team for them to stay in control. Download Anima for XD today at animaapp.com. Meet Anima for Adobe XD. By using Anima, teams can create high-fidelity prototypes in XD and convert designs into code automatically. How does it work? Easy. After designing in XD, start prototyping with Anima. Add behavior like live text inputs, videos, GIF, or Lottie. You can even embed code in your design, such as maps or a real chat. Use breakpoints to display perfectly on all screen sizes. Next, bring in your team. Ready for the best part? Get HTML and CSS with a single click. Invite your engineering team for them to stay in control. Download Anima for XD today at animaapp.com. Meet Anima for Adobe XD. By using Anima, teams can create high-fidelity prototypes in XD and convert designs into code automatically. How does it work? Easy. After designing in XD, start prototyping with Anima. Add behavior like live text inputs,